Let's play some APBA golf. How you doing, Joe?
Doing great, Scott. Thanks for putting this together tonight.
Yeah, we're running just a minute or so behind schedule. That's hopefully not a big deal for anybody that tried to join us right away. If anybody is out there watching, during the course of our match tonight, I invite you to, type something in the chat box. Let us know that you're there. Give us some advice, heckle us, root us on, whatever you enjoy doing when you're watching golf or playing APBA golf. We love to hear from people. Although I realize that we kind of start these pretty early in the evening, basically to accommodate my aged brain, because as the night gets longer and later, my brain doesn't work so well after 9 p.m. And I'm on the East Coast. So we're starting this at 7 p.m. Eastern time, which might be fine for you because you're in the Eastern time zone too,
That's right.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. But anybody that is interested or watches from other time zones farther west, they might still be at work for this. But we get a fair number of views of the recordings. So if you don't catch it live, there's always another opportunity to do that. All right. So I notice you've got your hat on tonight. Is that a Tom Weiskopf thing, or I don't really know his wardrobe for playing golf?
It's absolutely a Tom Weiskopf tip of the hat, literally. It's my dad's old hat that I wanted to wear tonight, playing Tom Weiskopf, the one-time major champion of which he won at this course we're going to play. He had a lot of second place finishes and played really good majors. This is the only major he won. It was in 73, and this is his all-time great 73 card.
All right. And the course what we're talking about, of course, is the APBA course called Ayrshire, but that's Royal Troon, right, in Scotland. So should we both speak with Scottish brogues tonight, or is that a bridge too far?
I'll let you try it if you'd like.
No, I don't think I could pull that off for an entire broadcast. I'm not even sure I could pull that off at all. But I'm playing with Yani Tseng, who may not be all that well known, even though she's an all-time great among the LPGA players, mainly because she had an unbelievable stretch from like 2011 to 2013, where it seemed like she was winning every tournament that she was in, including 5 majors she won. So I've got her card tonight. So it's going to be men versus the women, and I'm going to be, of course, representing the female side of that equation. And we'll see how it goes. We're going to use the APBA Golf Master Game optional rules, which includes what you do when you have the LPGA players. So we'll be making some whole length adjustments for her. In other words, she's going to be hitting from the ladies' tees while you'll hit from the men's tees. And then her club lengths will be adjusted too. And, I know you know what I'm talking about, Joe, but I think that's on page 6 of the manual, the APBA Golf Manual. I may be wrong about that page number, but it's somewhere in there. And it's a section on, how to play with the LPGA golfers. And you're thinking you might get some LPGA golfers maybe for this holiday season or early next year?
I'm going to wait until the 2024 set is released, which is usually like January or February. I'm going to get that one at the same time I'll get the all-time greats. So I'm going to start playing with the ladies as well.
Okay. All right. Well, then that'll be fun. Then we'll have a chance to go head-to-head with the LPGA players maybe in a future live stream.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to make us disappear, and then I can show the game caddy and some other things a little bit easier. So let me come over here and just enlarge my screen so that everybody can see it. You can get a good look at Tom's card here, and as you would expect from an all-time great, lots of single digits in the W column as well as in the I column. He looks like he's a pretty good putter. I would say that what I'm looking at here is better than average. Although he does have a 31 there on a 34 and a 29 over here on a 63. Tseng, on the other hand, while she's a long hitter for the women with an average W of 3, she can be pretty wild off the tee. You'll notice that she's got a 22 here for a 14 and 24 for a 34. And those, for people who play a lot of APBA golf, you'll know that that means that you're going to be way off the center line, and on this course, potentially out of bounds or in wind bushes, which is almost as bad as being out of bounds. And we'll talk about that here in just a minute. She's not a great putter. While she does have like a 14 here on a 25, she's got a lot of numbers that are kind of in the mid to high 20s. So she's not going to be making, she can miss those mid-range putts pretty easily. So, I think you'll have the upper hand when we get on the green. But, let's just see how it goes. Let's play and have some fun.
Are you all set? You want to use clutch putting the last 3 holes?
Well, okay. To speed things up tonight, I went ahead and did a bunch of dice rolls, and we can do whatever you want to do. But I did dice rolls to kind of decide who was going to tee off first. And I did some dice rolls to determine dog legs and stuff like that. But the dice roll came out no clutch.
Okay,
but
that's fine.
It's not going to be a big difference because you got a clutch of 1 and I've got a clutch of 2 on that. But
we'll
we
go
can
with
revisit that on the 16th hole if you want. Let's go over to the conditions tab here. And again, I've already done the dice rolls to determine what's going to be what. We're going to be playing pin number 4, which is these pin locations all tend to be towards the edges of the green. Not every single one, but there's a lot that are not center green. Thankfully, this is an I-rated course, but thankfully we've got calm wind tonight. This course is really, really difficult. It's tough to break par on, even with the best players. And I'll say a little bit more about that. And we've got firm conditions. So shots land in the fairway are going to get an additional 5 yards roll, but there's no extra roll for shots that land on the green. And we have a type B wind. This course has prevailing winds. I did a dice roll for that, and it came out as type B. What that means is that we'll versus type A, we're going to have more headwinds and tailwinds. If we had type A, it would be more crosswinds, right and left. Which, given the narrow fairways and the massive amount of deep rough for this course, that's really a blessing because you don't need any additional right-left movement from the wind on this course. It's tough enough. I do want to come back here to the course itself, Ayrshire, which I've gone ahead and imported over here. And we'll pick 2 holes to do our 2-hole average driving distance. And I've looked at these. I'm going to pick hole 6, which is a par 5 on the front 9. And then there's really not a good par 5 for this purpose on the back 9. So I'm going to pick hole 15. All right. So if these are the special feature boxes right here on both sides. And there's 2 boxes because there's often a lot of special feature notes. And the thing is that there are quite a number of things going on with this course. If you're a brand new APBA golf player, like one of our viewers tonight, I see Dave Gibson has come to join us. Let me go ahead and pull Dave's comment up here. Glad to catch you guys live. I just got the golf caddy from you. It's the game caddy. It looks like a great way to streamline gameplay. Yep. Thank you for that. I feel that way, and I believe Joe and others do as well. But you probably don't want as you're learning how to use the game caddy, or especially if you're learning how to play APBA golf, you probably don't want to start off with Ayrshire because it's just got a lot of stuff going on that most courses don't. One of those things is that if you hit the shot in any bunker, doesn't matter whether it's a deep bunker or not, any bunker on this course, a maximum club restriction of a 5-iron. Okay, so if you're a short hitter and you're in a fairway bunker, that potentially could be a problem. A bigger problem are these wind bushes. Okay, so what's a wind bush look like? So if you look at this course, and the hole number 1 is not a great example of that. Let me pick up pull up another course for you to take a look at here. All right, I'm gonna pick hole 7 real quick and show you what that looks like. So hole 7, you see all this stuff up here? This looks like trees. This is not trees. This is wind bushes. And so what's the difference between trees and wind bushes? Well, trees, you can, be under a tree, or you could be stymied, and that you can decide whether you want to play safe or aggressive or not. But usually when you're in the trees, most of the time, not every time, but most of the time, you can hit out of trees. When you go into a wind bush, okay, we've got these little rules down here that says you roll the die once, and if you get a 1 through a 4, you've got a lost ball. Okay, and so that's a penalty stroke, and then you got to go back and hit from where you hit the shot to begin with. And then if you roll a 5, you have an unplayable lie. Okay, so that's another penalty stroke, although you do get to play from the location where that ball is unplayable. And then if you roll a 6, that's the best possible outcome. You're forced then just to hit back to the center line from a tree stymied position that's there. So you do not want to be in these wind bushes whatsoever. It's almost the same as hitting out of bounds. And there are a few trees on this course, but they're shaded differently than what you're looking at here. Have you experienced the wind bushes? I don't know how much you played this course, Joe.
Well, if you recall, we did a live stream at St. Andrew's course, birthplace, as it's called in APBA, and I hit a ball in the wind bush. I rolled a 6. I went to play safe, and you're hitting safe out of a stymied tree lie, so it barely came out. I was still in the wind bush.
Yeah.
So I got stuck in there, and that was not fun. So I'm going to try to stay clear of them tonight.
So let me ask you a question, Joe. You and I have been playing, when we hit into trees, we play the optional tree bounce rule. Do you want to do that with wind bushes? What are these wind bushes, like? If you hit into them, does the ball actually bounce, or does it just, go into them?
I think it just smothers them. I don't think they're bouncing around too much in a wind bush.
Yeah, that's my impression as well. Yeah. So we won't do the tree bounce for a wind bush shot. And then as I mentioned, this course has prevailing winds. And then the other thing is that there's lots of deep bunkers on this course. And then with those, how you treat them is really hole dependent. So the course notes on one hole for a deep bunker might differ for another one, but it's never good news, right? Oftentimes you can be in a situation where you hit the ball and you're still in the deep bunker. You didn't get out because of the dice roll that you got that's there. So those are some of the things that make this course challenging. And then you've got out of bounds on some holes, and some of those out of bounds run right up next to the green. And then again, if you were dealing with a lot of wind, which adds to the unpredictability, if it's a variable wind, you can just really run your score up. Or you can have one bad hole that you're not going to recover enough from in order to be able to break par. You might beat me if you have one bad hole tonight, but that might be a case where neither of us breaks par. All right. So let me just review the configuration settings, and this is really for the benefit of the folks that don't play a lot of APBA golf or don't use the game caddy, so they can see what we're doing now tonight to make this work. So I click on the configuration settings button, and Joe and I play by the master game rules. There's a basic game option for new players or for people who just like to keep things real simple, but we're going to play with the master game rules with the master game lie types. We have a mixed round tonight, and I've messed this up enough times that I now don't mess it up anymore. So Joe's playing with the male player. I've got a female player, and so in previous videos you've seen me screw up. I select an LPGA because I couldn't remember how I'd set this up to begin with. But the correct setting is original when you're doing with mixed or playing with all men. The only time you'd ever select LPGA is when all the participants are the female golfers. We've got modified wind for Ayrshire. That's course specific, and I've got auto roll on, so I don't have to do a lot of extra dice rolling. And then again, I rolled the dice to determine the dogleg procedure for tonight, and it came out modified, which is I know how you play ordinarily, Joe. I'm guessing you're comfortable with that because that's what you're used to.
Yep,
and then I just selected the DL roll distance adjuster for type A doglegs because that's the type that Ayrshire are. This is just a minor little thing that it better approximates the counting of grid lines than the way Excel math would ordinarily do it. It rarely makes much difference at all. At most, it probably adjusts things 1 or 2 grid lines. But I have selected that. Then everything else I've left at the default. And in particular, the putting boards I've kept as regular because for all the reasons I've just talked about how hard this course is. And these are pretty small greens too. Are you okay with what we've got here? Anything you want to change?
That looks great.
All right, so we'll go ahead and apply those settings. So we're actually now ready to go after my long-winded explanation of how to play all this. So let me go ahead and get everything lit up over here on my end. And let's take, once again, another peek at the course here. I've gone ahead in advance. We got pin number 4. So what I've done is I have circled with red marker pin 4 on each of the holes that we're going to play, so I don't have to have anything special there. You can see hole 1 does have out of bounds here, as well as regular bunkers here, here, and here. And then you got some deep bunkers up here to the left of the green. This first hole is called Seal. It's par 70, 370 yards. And that's exactly what it's going to play for the pin location number 4 tonight. So come over to the game caddy. Again, just to show people, you're Tom Weiskopf. You're going to be in caddy 1, and these caddy numbers don't matter. You can pick any caddy number you want to play. We've entered your master game ratings up here. And again, before airtime, selected the 3 extra clubs to put in your bag, and you selected a 4-wood, 5-wood, and 3-iron. I'm in caddy number 2, and that's her master game ratings, and I selected my usual 4-wood, 2-iron, and 3-iron to add to the bag. And the only other thing I need to do is, since I'm playing a female golfer, okay, I went ahead and used, again, the APBA page 6 instructions for what the alternate club distances are for female golfers. So anything between a driver and a 4-wood, I lose 30 yards, or rather Yani Tseng loses 30 yards. Hybrid to a 4-iron, she loses 20 yards. 5-iron all the way over to a sand wedge, she loses 10 yards. And on the game caddy, what I've done for player 2, because that's the caddy number I'm in, I've left this a Y, and everything else I've clicked over, toggled over to an N. For the alternate hole distance, this first hole is 370 yards. It's a par 4. And so I get a 30-yard break here that you don't get because I'm hitting from the ladies' tees. So I'll put a -30 in there, and I'll have to do that before I load the hole each time. Again, I'm player 2, so that's a Y, and then everything else is an N. So let's go ahead and transfer hole number 1. And you're going to tee off first here because you're player number 1. We got the auto roll of 43 here, type B crosswind left. So come over here to the prevailing winds and click that and continue. And because we have a calm day, that means we have no wind on this hole. And you're up, Joe. Tell me what you'd like to do.
Okay, let's aim left 5 and hit a 5-wood down there.
All righty. You all set?
Yep.
31 in the W.
That's a 5. That's my average. I'll take it.
All right. And this might be a difference from earlier versions of the game caddy. I'm playing actually with It's the beta version of 6.5, which hopefully will come out this weekend. And I think, if I'm remembering this correctly, I made this change at some point. I just can't remember when I made it. There used to be a button here that you would click. Now you no longer have to click that average WI button. You just click take shot. And then what happens is the game caddy knows what your average W and average I are. So it's going to automatically pop up this little box. Then you get to make your choice. You're going to reduce that 5 yards?
Yes. And we're playing where we're not increasing 5, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I'll reduce it.
All right. So that shot carries to 225, left 10 with a roll of 15. 225, left 10, roll 15. That puts you right there. So you're nice shot there in the fairway. Come over here, put the 15 in. So you're at 240, left 10, and fairway. All right. I'm up, and you can see that I've got the carry adjustment here made for me. So if I go with the 4 wood, that would be 215 plus 30. That'd be about 245. That actually might even be a little bit long. Do I want to go with a 2 iron instead? Now I'll go with the 4 wood. We didn't look at the hole notes, but the hole notes don't actually come into play, except for the wind type, of course, don't come into play until you get up around those deep bunkers on the second shot. So let's go with the 4 wood, and I'm just going to hit it straight, I hope. 36. I did not hit it straight. I hit a 12. Hopefully I don't go out of bounds here. I might have. 230, right 30, and let's see where that hits. 230, right 30 is going to be right there. I am, and there's no roll, of course. So I just missed the out of bounds.
Living on the edge.
Yeah.
You got a pitching wedge coming out of there, though, maximum.
Yeah. Okay, so no roll. So we'll go ahead and put that in there. And I didn't get one of those numbers that with a 2 iron that would have made a difference, but so I guess the only good news about that is I went farther than I would have gone with a 2 iron. All right, so here are my restrictions because I've got a buried lie in the deep rough. I'm going to hit a pitching wedge. I'm not going to make it to the green. There's nothing I'm going to do fancy here. I'm just going to hit the ball. 31, that's a 3, and I'll go ahead and I'll take the reduced 5. So 340, right 5 with 10 roll. It's going to put me right there.
Okay. Good layup.
Yeah, and while I could putt from there, I'm certainly not going to. That's too far. So put the 10 roll in there. So I'm at 350, right 5, fairway. And now you're up and you're short-sided. $130.
And a pitching wedge, no aiming, right down the middle.
33.
That's a 3.
So 380 left 5. So you're going to be a little bit long here, but you may back up some. So 380 left 5. That would be right there, and back up 5. So you're going to be 1 straight away. Nice shot.
Thanks.
And Joe, as always, if you see me do something wrong or boneheaded, call me out, because I make lots of mistakes. Okay, so you're 8 feet away for a birdie opportunity. I'm sitting down here. I'll be in approach range, of course. And I need to hit on one menu. All right, I'm 20 to the pin, so nothing for me to do here. 66. And that's going to be a 2 in the A column. So I'm going to be 5 feet away. Ball on the green. And you're far at 8 feet. And you're going for it, I'm sure.
Yep.
31.
22. Missed it.
Oh, tapped in for bogey. All right. And from 5 feet, a 51 is a 23. And that'll be in. Okay. So a couple of fours on that hole. Although you managed to get a fairway and a green, unlike me. All right. Moving right along here. Now we got some weird stuff going on this hole. Let me go ahead and show the hole real quick here. So what we've got here's our pin location. What we've got is a red line here. It's a little bit difficult to see on my screen. It's just it's a color thing. It shows up much better on the course itself. But there's a little red line there. And if you're on or left of that red line, I believe, you go an additional 5 yards left. And there's a deep bunker here, of course, and then other bunkers elsewhere. And these are wind bushes here. Again, they look like trees, but you can see from the legend down here, they're wind bushes. And once again, we've got out of bounds, both on the east and west side. All right. So come back here. And now I got to remember to go ahead and make the hole length adjustment. This is a par 4 that's going to play, we're pin number, was it 385? So that's going to be minus 30. And I don't need to change this each time. This will stay put. With this, I got to change because the hole changes. Clubs don't change, but holes do. All right, so we'll transfer that. Hole number 2. 51 is our roll with a B as a crosswind left. So again, no wind because we got calm conditions today. So shots landing or rolling on that red line, roll 5 yards left before any other forward roll. So it's actually if you're only on that line, it's not if you're left of that line. So I said that wrong. It's only if you're on that red line. And then shots from the deep bunker or an automatic poor lie. And you're going to be up again. What's your pleasure?
Aim left 5, hit the 5 wood.
5. 16.
13.
Uh-oh. So this goes 215 left 25. That's going to hit fairway, I think. Let's see. 215 left 25. Yeah, it's fairway or intermediate rough, and then 15 roll. It's going to take you right there. You tell me, is that intermediate rough or is that deep rough?
I think it's intermediate based on the magnifying glass.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that.
That's close, though.
Oh, wait a minute. You get 20 roll. My bad. Let's
in the deep rough.
Okay, yeah, we got to move it another 5 yards. Because I'd only moved it 15. All right, so 235, left 25, and deep rough. Okay. So 215, 245. I'm going to hit a 2-iron and just hit it straight. 35 is a 3. I'll take the average W bonus. So that's going to go 230 straight down the center line, and 25 roll will be 255.
Nice shot.
Right in the fairway. So that ends up right there. All righty. Okay. So there's your restrictions again with your buried lie. And again, for people who don't, play much APBA golf or don't know, whenever you're in the deep rough, it's automatically a buried lie.
Okay, I'm 155 out, so you got to hit the pitch and wedge. But hold on, let me see. So that's going to put me 25 short.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I'll hit right in between the sand traps. I like it.
All right. 53.
7.
Okay, so you went 345, right 10, and you just cleared that one bunker, and then you're going to roll 10.
Okay.
Right there. That's all right. You're going to Let's see where you're going to be here. Still got 30 to the pin. Okay. All right. So I do have a good angle, but I'm not aiming. I'll just take the pitching wedge. That'll roll me back 5. Do a 9-iron knockdown instead. And still put me 5. I'm going to do the 9-iron knockdown. I think I got a better chance of ending up on the green if I go long versus short. Let's see what happens. Oh, it doesn't matter. 34 is a bad roll. 14. So 375, left 15. And then I get 10 roll. So I'm sitting over there. I'll be pretty close to that pin, though. I could putt from there. I'm one day. No, wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. I'm not. I was thinking pin 5. I'm not, instead of pin 4. All right, so 10 roll. So 385, left 15, but I am in the fairway. And I'll be 20 to the pin. All right, you're 30, and currently you're hitting from the south.
Yep, that's good.
Just go right. So essentially, again, for folks who might not know what Joe's doing, right now he's targeting that spot right there because he's short-sighted. All right. Select this. That's your call distance. 43. What's that in the A column?
A 5.
All right. So you are at 380. That should put you one diagonal away, right?
Sounds good.
That's
par.
right. 380 is right there. One diagonal. $14 feet. Okay, 20, nothing for me to do here. Just roll it. 31 is a 2, and I'm going to be 5 feet away. Let's go over to the putting green. 14 feet, going for it?
Oh, yeah.
45.
17, I made it.
Yep, it's in. 5 feet. 51, another 23. That's a repeat of last hole. That's in. So a couple of 4s again.
Bad
All right.
one.
Okay. Good job.
You too.
All right. Let's look at hole number 3 here. Call this one up. This is, I'm not sure how you say this. I've spent time in Scotland. I've worked in Scotland. But Giaz, I don't know. Maybe it sounds different if you have a brogue. Here's our pin location number 4. But this is water. It looks kind of green there on my screen, but it's actually blue on the board. And shots, this is kind of a weird hole note. You know, this hole note makes no sense to me at all because well, you're not gonna be able to see it probably because of my little thing here covering it up, but it says shots landing in the fairway on or between the 275-yard marker and the creek add 5 yards roll. Okay, so if you land here, that's obviously from the tee, right? You don't need the extra 5 yards roll. I mean, I suppose that's to tell you that this goes downhill a little bit, but unless this is an approach shot from back here somewhere, I don't know how that would even happen. So if you get to 275, you're going in the water. That's what that's.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah. Now, if you hit over the creek, that's a different story, right? You know, and I don't think Weiskopf's got the horsepower to do that, nor does my player, of course, even from the ladies' tees. But you know, somebody like DeChambeau could probably do that, or McElroy. McElroy. All right, let's come back here. Let's go ahead and load that hole. And I got to make that course adjustment again. So this is a par 4, and we're playing hole number 3. So this is going to be minus 30.
And type B is a tailwind, so we'll see if you roll a number bigger than 56 here.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. 23.
So we got no wind. And we got some more notes here about shots from deep bunkers being automatic poor lies. And this is that note about that I was just talking about with the added 5 roll. Balls can't roll over the creek, so you're in the hazard if that happens. And this rest of this is just about the wind. So the deep bunker, other than our tee shot, is the only thing I have to worry about. So you're up again. What would you like?
Trusty 5 wood, right down the middle. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Aim left 5. See if I can stay on center line or left for a good angle.
Okay. So
Yep.
you got a double ones. What's that?
A 2. Crushed it.
Yeah, let's see here.
It'll be right of center line, I believe. Yeah.
But you had that 5 wood, which was the smart play. So 245, right 5, 15 roll. Yeah, and you know, we're playing today with firm conditions, but if you have like really dry conditions, even with some of these shorter clubs other than a driver, you could still end up in that water. All right, so let me give you your 15 roll. So you're at 260, right 5.
And that pin is more than 5 yards off the center line. You really want to try to have a good angle coming in, especially with my guys are working the ball C, working it to the right. So it's going to make it hard being on the wrong side.
Yeah, and if you go to the left on your tee shot, then you got to worry about those deep bunkers that are up there. So they don't make it easy on you. All right, so 30, 215 again is 245. If I went 247, no, I can't do that. 27. So it's a 4 wood for me, and I'm just going to hit right down the middle here, hopefully. Another 36. 12.
Goodness.
So we already know what that looks like. That's a 230, right 30, and it's going to be in the deep rough here. So 230, right 30. So it's going to be right there. No roll. All right, so I'm up again. I'll just hit the pitching wedge. I won't get there. Carry objective 160. This is not going to go far enough. 25. 25 is a 3. Once again, I'll take the bonus. So I'm at 325, right 5 with 15 roll. So, right 5, 1, 2, 3, 15. I'm going to be right there. And I am going to be short-sighted. And, when you're in the deep rough, the way that I am, I could have aimed. I could have aimed over to the left. I just chose not to do that. So that I would have a good angle for my next shot because I wasn't going to reach the green. I just didn't choose to do that. So 340, right 5, fairway. So I'm not going to be in a great spot. Your carry objective is 120.
Yeah, he's a C work right, but I'm going to go ahead and work it right 5.
All right, working the ball. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to hit a gap wedge. Let's just see what happens with his C rating.
Yeah, you got that C, which is kind of risky, but it's your shot. 15 is your shot number.
Okay, it's a 3.
Okay, and then 12 is your work the ball number.
It's a 14.
All right, so this goes 390, left 5.
Spins back 5, right? Should spin back 5.
Yep, right there.
Okay.
So a diagonal and 2 straights. So that looks like a 43-yard, 43-foot attempt for you. All right, now this is the very problem that you were talking about that I ran into. All right, so I'm 40 away. I've got to aim for this spot here. I'm too close to work the ball. There's not much I could do. I mean, I could aim for one of these other spots on the center line. Not going to do that. I'll just take my punishment. 33 is a 2. Hopefully this will go right. Let's see what happens. No, just stays on the center line. So I'm at 375. So that ball's going to be right there. So I'm going to be a diagonal and a straight away. This is looking like a bogey for me. All right, so I'm 32 feet away. You're 43. You're up.
Safe.
66.
A 2. That might go in. How about this?
It's
Boom.
in. Oh my goodness.
Woo!
All right, so you're going to get a 2-stroke advantage on me.
43-foot putt goes in.
I'm pretty sure. Well done. You know, if you're going to get a 66, you might as well get it with a 43-footer, you know. All right, let's see what I get. I'm playing safe too. 64 is a 23. I leave it 3 feet away. Go for it here. Oh, now I get my double. This is exactly what I was talking about. Okay, well, that's in. So a 3 and a 5 on that. So you're 1 under. I am 1 over. Moving right along here. And Dave, if you got any questions, don't hesitate to, write them in there in the chat section. Give us your reaction or, whatever. I know that you're new to the game, Caddy, so we're happy to help. All right, let me take a look here at hole number 4. This is Deneur. Rhymes with never mind. Okay, so this is a par 5. We've got a normal dog leg here at 260. These are little wind bushes, lots of deep rough all over creation here. And then we got this little red line here, okay? And shots that land on the green, but left of this red line, okay, then roll 5 yards left before taking any other roll. That's the hole note. So, Joe, I'm going to run this by you. Left of this line, to me, means anything along this diagonal and in that direction. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
As opposed to anything like way up here?
Yeah.
In the northeast quadrant of that green. Okay. All right. Oh, and the other thing, Joe, to come back to, again, because of what I've explained many, many times before, I tend to only use that course note or apply that course note for WI shots, not for approach shots, because we don't actually know where approach shots land. Are you comfortable with that interpretation for this hole?
Yeah, that's fine. But back to the red line. It looks like the red line is drawn up to the northern part of the green. Like it goes up too. So I would say anything left of the red line, that means that whole left half of the green, it's going to.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Yeah, the red line goes up.
You're talking about right there.
Yeah, so so it's going to bounce left. Anything that hits left of the center line.
Yeah.
Or
on this, if you think of this as being a clock, anything from 3 o'clock probably over here to maybe, I don't know what that is, 7 or 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it's all bouncing left 5. It must really be tilted down that hole.
Yeah, you can't see it at all on the screen, and you have better eyes than I do, because once you pointed it out, I could see it, but I never noticed that before. So yeah. You're right. There's a red line there. Thank you. Okay, so let's go ahead. This is going to be a par 5, so I'm going to get a 50-yard break on this one. All right, and hole number 4. Never saw that before. 31, that's going to be no wind on a calm day. And you do have a momentum.
I'm going to save it. And that dog leg is at 260. I'm not going to try to play around with it. So let's hit a 4-wood. Let's see. He normally hits left. Aim right 5 and hit a 4-wood.
$62.
That's a 5. That's my average. I'll reduce it.
All right, so 235 along the center line, and that'll be in the fairway with 20 roll. So you're at 255 in the fairway on the center line. So you're right there. Couldn't have planned it better. All right. All right, now I have a bounce back. Do I want to take it on this hole? I know Tseng well enough to know that there's going to be other holes where she's going to bogey. So I'm going to sit on that bounce back. 240 plus 50 is 290. So she would blast through that dog leg. And we're doing the modified, so it affects it either way. 215, 265. That'll go through. So all right. So I'm going to do a 4 wood, and I'm going to aim 10 right. And it may not even be enough. I need to do 15, but I'll do 10 right. Let's see what happens here. Well, at least it's not a 36. 51 is a 3. So I will reduce that. And I think that's going to just put me on this. No, that might put me. Am I going to be left? I don't want to be right of the center line. Let's see. Let me think about this. I'm going to do no change because I'm using a 4 wood. I want to be right on that center line if possible. Yeah, so 265 plus 20. Oh, it's still, yeah, because of the order in which these calculations are done, it still pushed me left through that dog leg. And that's going to be okay. Because what happens is the ball lands here and then goes to 285 left 10. So I don't fool with that bunker. But again, that has to do with the order of calculations, and the game caddy does those calculations in the order in which they are listed in the master game rules. So 285 left 10 fairway, and let me go ahead and mark my ball there, right there. Okay, and I believe you'll be up. And we got some notes here. You know, this course is note heavy, in my opinion. So shots into the rough or deep rough right of the fairway, past 450 yards, bounce 5 yards left. Okay, but that means if you're right of the, right in the rough or deep rough, you still bounce, but you bounce left, and then you're not going to hit the green on the second shot. But that's the rule that we were talking about when we were looking at the green a little while ago. And if you're in the deep bunker, you have an automatic pour line. All right. So what's your preference here, Joe?
Aim left 5, and let's hit the 5 wood just past that trap inside of 100 yards.
All right. 61.
It's a 7.
All right. So 470 left 15. So you're going to be in the fairway, and you're left of the. You're not in the right of the fairway, so you're left. So that doesn't apply. And then you roll 15. So you're going to be in good shape in terms of the fairway. You're going to be short-sighted, but you're going to be at 485 left 15. So that's going to put you right there. All righty. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to have a good angle with that pin placement, isn't it? Yeah, I'm just going to hit a 4 wood, and whatever happens, happens. 62. That's a 4, so that's going to go right. I may end up in that deep rough. Let's see what happens here. So 495 right 10. All right, so shots in the rough or deep rough. I'm not in the rough. 495 right 10 is at most intermediate rough, which doesn't affect that. So I'm going to get 20 roll.
It's a nice shot.
515 right 10.
Yeah.
So that would be right there. All righty. All right, thank you. And I somehow managed to get a good angle there, but obviously I didn't plan for that. Okay, you're 80 yards call distance.
Okay, target 555, work at left 5. And we're gonna get a bounce of left 5 if it hits on the center line or left of it.
All right. So again, for those playing along at home, he's targeting here, and then he's working the ball in that direction, 5 yards.
Yep.
All right, which you can do from that distance. All right, so 75. Your shot number is a 62.
It's a 4.
And your work the ball number is a 26.
That's a 12.
Good number. So you end up at 560, and of course, there's no roll with approach shots. So you're just going to be 2 straights away. We do this roll. You're on or left of that, right? So you're going to go roll to that pin location. So you're going to be 1 straight away.
Yes.
But we said we weren't going to do that for approach shots. Or remember that?
Oh. Yeah, you said that. So we're 2 straight away.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And other people might play it differently. I don't have the, authority on the rules here. It's, some of these rules you have to interpret. And thankfully we did that one in advance of the hole. So we knew what we were going to do.
Yeah. You could be chipping like 5 yards off the green and it's not really going to bounce 5 yards. It's not sloped that hard.
Yeah. Or it might, depending on if something about this hole or this course, but
19 feet. Okay.
Okay. So 19 feet away for you. And that's for a birdie opportunity. And then, I have a good angle and I'm hitting from the south. I think what I'm going to do, boy, this is tough. The question is that point there on the green in your mind or not? One north of the pin location.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it. It looks like it's just a hair off the green.
All right. So in which case, what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to aim for this spot right here. All right. So that will be, and I can aim because I have a good angle. So that will be a 5. And that'll be a 555. What did I do? Why is that a 465 call distance?
You put target 55.
That would explain it. Okay, there we go. All right, and that actually gives me the 45 box here. Okay. All right, so 42 is a 3. I actually probably should have just gone straight for the pin now, but now that I know that. So 0, right or left 5. I was hitting from the south. So that means I was targeting right there. So I go 0, right or left 5. So that would be left 5. I'm hitting from the south. So I'm 1 straight away. Agreed?
Yep.
Okay. And I'm 11 feet for a birdie opportunity. And you're going to be up 19 feet.
We're going for it.
24.
28.
4 feet away, and I'm 11. I'm going 12, 22. She's not a great putter, but nobody would make it from that distance with that number. You're 4 feet, 21.
Ooh, a 26. It lipped around the cup and went down.
All right. And 13 is a 25. Okay, so we both missed our birdie opportunities there, and you hold on to your 2-stroke lead. All right, hole number 5 coming up here.
Playing some good golf, both of us.
Yeah, I mean, if you're anywhere close to par on this course, I'm telling you, you're doing well. All right, so we got a par 3 here, and this one is 210 yards. Let's see, our pin number is number 4, right? And this is hole number 5. 4 is going to be at 205 yards. And it says anything over 200 or greater is minus 20. Okay. All right. And obviously, you're going to continue to be up. Let's see, no wind. I'm so glad we don't have wind. Wind just makes this course brutal. Again, another quick look here, our pin location right there, and you got deep bunkers all around. But you don't, and of course you have a restriction, or that can happen if you're in the deep bunker, but nothing else to deal with by way of hole notes. 205 is your carry objective.
Let's go 3-iron. Probably end up a little past the pin, but it's fine. I want to get it past that deep bunker.
63.
33.
Let's see where that goes. 205 left 5, and then 10 green roll. That's not bad.
2 diagonals.
205 left 5. Yep, you're going to be right there. 2 diagonals. All right, I won't even bother to put the ball marker there. So 30 feet. All right, if I can just get it on the green. All right, my carry objective is 185 because I'm hitting from the ladies' tees. So 5 iron is my club. Daggone it. 27. All right. 190 left 25. And that's intermediate rough. So I'm going to get 10 roll, and I'm still going to be in the intermediate rough, which plays us fairway from that distance. We'll mark it as intermediate. All right, boy. It says I'm hitting from the west. I'm going to change this to the south. And I'll target the pin. 30. 65 is a 4. So 210 right 5 is going to put me 1 straight away. Put me right there. 12 feet. Okay, you're far at 30.
Safe.
14.
14.
1 foot. 12 feet, I'll go for it. 45 is a 17. In, thank goodness. 1 foot, 13.
25.
Yeah. A lot of these numbers are the same on everybody's card. All right, so a couple of 3s there. So I didn't lose any ground by not hitting the green. That's sorry about your luck, but I'm glad not to fall too far behind. All right, hole number 6. Another par 5. Turnberry.
Tight
Bushes
fairway.
over here. I'm sorry?
Tight fairway. Look at that.
Yeah, tight fairway and narrow green too, as well. I'm not sure what this is over here. I don't know if they ran out of ink or this. It might be beach area. I don't know. It says normal bunker, but that's a gigantic bunker. I don't know what this is. I've never ended up over here. I hope I never do. Okay, but we do have some regular bunkers up here that could come into play on the tee shot. All righty. So Ayrshire minus 50. This is one of those holes where it goes into the calculation of our average driving distance. 21, no wind. All right. So tee shots landing in fairway right of the center line. Roll left 5 yards before taking any forward roll. Okay, that's just for tee shots. And then shots from deep bunkers, you got this whole business about if you get a bad shot out of there. Okay, you're still up. What would you like?
Aim right 5. And hit a 4-wood.
Oh,
hold on. That's going to barely get past that rough. You know what? I just got to hit a driver and see what happens. Let's do it.
Oh, double ones.
A 2.
All right, so you end up going 280 right 20, and then you're going to go 5 left before taking any forward roll. You hit the fairway, so we'll put the 5 left in here, and then you got 35 roll. Are you going to get all that roll?
Yeah, it stays in the fairway. Should be 315 right 15 in the fairway.
Yeah. And that's in the fairway.
Yep.
Yeah, 315 right 15. All right. So let me go ahead and mark your ball. 315, right? Yeah. Great shot.
That's how you get off that par 5.
Here you go. Okay, I'm also going to hit a driver, and I'm going to aim 10 to the right. $44. Finally, I got a decent number. Hopefully, I'm not going to be in trouble with that. 2. 300 right 25. I may be in trouble. I'm going to probably end up in the deep rough here. Yep, I landed in the deep rough. 300 right 25. Right. Let's see. Everybody can see. I landed right there, so I don't roll. All right. Yeah. I'm still up here, buried lie. I just do the pitching wedge. 15 is a 3. Once again, I'll reduce it. 400. Oh boy, I lost the buried lie cost me. I lost 20 on the carry. So 400, right 5 with 15 roll. So I'm okay. I can reach the green in 3. So 415, right 5, fairway. Oh, we got the jester here. I see some comments here. Hello there, all of you wonderful people. How goes the game tonight? And he said, oh, and then he notices the huge drive there. That could have been either yours or mine. I didn't notice when that comment popped up. Oh, so we're playing Ayrshire tonight, Jester. This is one tough course. And so far, we're doing pretty good. But the worst is yet to come, at least in terms of difficulty. Thanks for showing up. I'm glad to see you turn out. I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a nice Thanksgiving. All righty. So let's see who's going to be up here. It's probably going to be you since I just hit. So everything's recorded. We're good. There you go, Joe.
Okay, give me a target of 495. Tell me how far that is away from my ball, please.
Okay, 495, 185.
Okay, that's my club. Let's go 5 iron. I'm going to aim left 5.
You're going for that good angle, huh? Okay. 13.
That's a 4. That's my average. And I'm going to do no change.
So you'll be right on the center line at 495 with 10 roll.
Perfect.
Nice shot. 505 fairway. So that's going to put you right there. A good angle. Okay. 195 is my carry objective. I have a good angle, but I'm not going to do anything with it. So maybe a 4 iron. Yeah, let's do a 4 iron. Oh, goodness. The rolls are not coming tonight. 12. 590, right 25. So I'm just stuck right there in the deep rough. Okay, you're up. Carry objective 105, good angle.
Yeah, I'm going to hit an approach shot. So let's take me on the path from south and dial it back 5 yards. 605. And hit a 100-yard shot in there.
So again, for people who might not be familiar with the Game Caddy, what we're doing, Joe's using one of the more advanced features. It's all perfectly legal. Jester says, you're doing awesome. This course is a beast. Time to tame the beast, my friends. Okay, well, let's hope that Joe does that with this shot. So we're making an adjustment here with the approach caddy. You can only take shots up to a call distance of 100 yards. So he's shaved 5 yards off of it so that would happen. So he's targeting 605, left 5, which I believe is that spot right there. Correct, Joe?
Yeah, but take the left 5 away. Let's go for center of the green just in case it pushes it left. I'll stay on the green.
Okay.
There you go. That's perfect.
That's
Let's
smart.
see what it does.
Okay, here we go. 23 in the A.
5.
Really? Wow, great. So 600 left 5. So you did go left 5, but you're going to be 2 straights away because that pin's at 610 left 5, right? So
Yeah, I'd have been off the green if I didn't move it back.
yeah, we don't even need to. We can do the math on our heads here. So you're going to be 2 straights. Yeah, you would have been. So 18 feet away for a birdie. All right, so I got to get this kind of close here. What is it I'm looking at? I'm here trying to get it there. Right now, it's targeting me there. I'm going to target this location instead because I want to make sure this ball ends up on the green and not over here somewhere. So, and I may hit. I like hitting from the south, so I may do that. Okay, so let's change the path because it says east. Let's pick south there, and then I'm going to do 605. I'm going to target maybe the same spot you did. Call distance is 30. And a 45 is a 4. 610 left 5, stuck it right on the pin.
Go in.
And
oh, there it is.
Jester, you're my good luck charm, buddy. Things are finally starting to turn around for me.
Nice birdie from the rough. That's a shot right there.
Yeah, from the deep rough. Wow. That's luck, and I'll take it. It's better to be lucky. Okay. All right. So this is going to put you up. If I can get everything to work here, let's see. It's got. Oh, wait a minute. What happened here?
Go to the putting green.
I didn't do ball on green. That was the issue here. Let me. What did I do? Did I screw something up here? I forgot to do the ball on green. So that went in. So it erased the end. Let's put that in there. And I needed to click the ball on green tool to register that shot, which is what I forgot to do. Okay. So we're both on the green at this point. You're 18 feet away. Going for it?
I've had the honors on the tee box for 5 holes. I've got to keep it. Heck yes, I'm going for it.
32. 20, right?
20.
Oh, 2 feet. And then a 31.
22. I'll take a par. You got the honors on the tee box now.
Yeah, I don't really like having honors, but I do like getting a stroke back. Okay. All right.
That was fun.
Yeah. It really, it happens so rarely that a shot goes in, from off the green. I mean, I'm not saying it never happens, right? But it's certainly not commonplace in APBA golf. All right, so I'm now back to even par, but I'm still trailing by 1 here through 6 holes. And let's go on to hole number 7. We're moving at a pretty good clip here, given that we're kind of doing a little mini tutorial here for folks that might not be as familiar with APBA golf as we are. All right, so now I've got hole number 7. This is a par 4, and this hole 7, it's going to be less than 430, 440. So this is going to be a minus 30 adjustment. All right. I'm surprised I'm remembering this each time. I told Joe I knew that I wouldn't and wanted him to keep a close eye on me because I often forget to enter that in. So we've got a let's see, we're a type B wind, right? So tailwind, click that. But I don't think we're going to have any wind because we got that calm day. You need to have higher numbers. Okay, so I could use one of my 2 momentums. I don't really want to use that on a par 4 if I can help it. Not this par 4. Let's see, 240, 270. That's a gentle dog leg. Oh, I'm looking at it, but nobody else is. So here's our pin location over here. This is a gentle dog leg. We got deep bunkers here, other bunkers elsewhere, lots of deep rough. Do I want to hit a driver? It's these so narrow, right? Let's see. I can easily reach this green in 2 with her.
We're going to add 5 to the flight of the ball on this hole.
Oh, pin. Thank you. The whole note up there. We'll do that for both of us here. All right. I'm gonna hit a 4-wood, and I'm not taking my momentum. 43. Well, she clobbered it. 31. So let's see where this goes. So 260 left 5. That'll be in the fairway with 40 roll. Is 300 left 5.
Beautiful.
Yep. Thank you. Right there. And I'll be short-sided, but it's such a narrow green, I'm not too worried about it. Okay, you're up.
Okay, aim right 10. And hit a 5-wood.
All right. Thanks, Jester, for coming out. He's got to go. All right. Aim right 10.
Right 10 and hit a 5-wood.
All right. 15. That's a good roll.
It's a 4.
So this is going to go 235, right 20, plenty of fairway over there, 15 roll. So 250, right 20 in the fairway. And that's going to put you 10, 20 right there. Righty. And you're still up. Carry objective 160.
That bunker sitting there. 160. Oh, okay. If I knock down the 7-iron, it's gonna. Well, there's no wind anyway. Let's knock down a 7-iron and aim left 5. Let's do it. I'm going at it. Come on, Tom.
25.
That's a 4. That's my average. I'll reduce it. Should be right on the hole. Right back at you with one going in.
405, left 5, no roll. Let's go. In. Ooh, 6. Still very makeable. Okay. All right. So I'm at 105. Short-sided, not worried about that. So I'll just do a regular old sand wedge. We'll just hit it. 15 is a 3. I will not take my average W, and that'll go left, and I should put it on the hole. 410, left 5, back up 5. Let's see. Oh, 10 feet. All right. All right, so going for the birdie here from 10 feet out. Yes. All right. 6 feet. You got to go for it, right? Yeah, from anything over 7 feet. Yeah. 16, and you would anyway.
25.
Oh, tap in.
We are tied, my friend.
Oh, wow. And both of us under par. I would not
birdie to tie it up after 7.
I would not have guessed. Okay. Hole number 8. Let's take a look at that one. Here's hole number 8, and look at that pin location right up there in front, and not too far from that deep bunker that's there. And look at these hole notes. I mean, these whoever designs these courses they're so verbose. I mean, I know they're going for realism, and I appreciate all that they do for APBA golf. I'm happy to have these courses, and of course, obviously, I can ignore these notes if they really bother me. But again, if you're new at playing the game, you're new at using the game caddy, whatever, this will slow you down until you get used to the course and get used to playing APBA golf and understanding how everything works. Once you get to that level, obviously it goes much more quickly. And we're kind of cutting up and talking around tonight, so we're not moving it as fast as you can possibly play. I know Joe, when he plays on his own, plays with a single golfer, he can be done in 45, 50 minutes. Using the game caddy. But we're about having a little bit of competition tonight. All right, so let's see. This is a par 3. This is a short one, so I'm only going to get 10 yards on the ladies' tees here. And this is hole 8. And we might have some wind here. All right, tailwind, headwind. All right, so we got a variable headwind, and I'm up. I do have a momentum. I like to take them. Sorry that I got to deal with this headwind, and because that takes some of the certainty out of the situation. I've got a carry objective of 100 yards. How about that? I could actually hit an approach shot here, but I could end up in a deep bunker if I am short. And with that headwind, I want to hit a knockdown shot. Oh boy, 110 knockdown sand wedge. That might not, and that may back up. That's not gonna get me to the green, and this is probably too much club. I'm just thinking out loud here. I'm gonna do a gap wedge, knockdown, and add 5 yards. Oh, that's another factor. Wow. So that's a 95. That may change my thinking on this. It does. All right, let's close this. I am gonna do the approach shot. I think I have to close this to do that. Half. Only one path to target. Okay. But that's fine. Okay, so this number has to be 100 or less. So that would essentially be at the 110 spot. This is an interesting problem for the game caddy, because the game caddy, the approach caddy isn't set up for this specific situation. This is a unique one. You can see the pin is at 110, but I'm really targeting 100 here. So what I'm going to do is just do some mental math here. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the approach caddy. I get this 10 yards because I'm hitting from the ladies' tees. So 100 yards for me, meaning Tseng, is this spot right here. And that's what I'm going to target. And any adjustments I make will be made relative to that. Is that clear to you what I'm saying, Joe?
Yeah, just add 10 to your distance adjustment in the approach caddy.
That's right.
After the shot. Whatever comes up, add 10.
Right. Yeah. Now the disadvantage is I can't use my momentum. That's the disadvantage.
Yeah, I think you're playing this really good, and it's calm, so you may not get any headwind at all.
Right.
This is going to be nice. I think you can put it right on it.
Well, let's see. Because I got to roll. I can't use my momentum.
Yep.
26. Oh, that's a 12. That may be in. Let's see what happens here. Hole plus die roll.
Yeah, absolute roll.
So I have a 5-footer for that.
Nice shot. Yeah, that's great.
Wow. And I saved my momentum. Okay. But who knows if I'll need it. That was a little bit complicated. Your carry objective is 105.
$115, puts it 10 pass and spends it. Okay, let's just hit with the headwind. Let's go sand wedge. Right, let's go. Let's see what happens.
And you're not knocking it down?
No. I'm hoping for a little 5-yard headwind.
14. Ooh.
15.
All right, and we've got some notes up there that may come into play. So this goes 120, right 15. Let's see where that is.
Yeah, I'm in that big, deep bunker.
Yeah. So what's it say here? Tee shots landing on fairway, except left of green, roll away from green until off fairway and stop. All right. Unfortunately, that does put you in the deep bunker, as you noted. Right, because your shot landed there, and then it says you got to roll to there.
Well, I think it landed right 15, so I hit right in it.
Oh, you did? Oh, yes, I've miscounted. Yeah, so you don't roll anywhere. Okay.
And I've got some approach numbers that will keep me in the bunker, unfortunately, so I hope I don't roll one.
Okay, so I just want to quick point out again to folks, because this is not an automatic poor lie here, although you've got an adjustment you're going to have to make. We don't select poor lie or anything over here. We're just going to use the regular old sand trap, and then treat it as a deep bunker based on what this note says. So A column results 13 to 23 or 25 to 35. Your ball stays in the trap, and you're going to hit from the same spot. and then if you get a result of 1 to 11, we're going to have to do a 1 die roll to add to your initial putt distance, whatever that might be.
I will not be mad at that. Let's roll a 1 through 11.
Okay, and your pin to pin 15, and you have a sand point. You could take that if you want to use the fairway column. That's up to you.
I think I might need it on this one. Let's use it.
All right. So
since I'm adding a dice roll 1 through 11, it'll get me a little closer.
Yeah. So you're hitting this from the fairway column, but all these other things still apply.
Yes.
Yep. So here's your roll, 62. That should be all right.
A 4.
Okay. So that puts you at 8 feet, but then we got to do the 1 dice roll and add to that. And that's a 6. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Using my sand point probably put me 2 or 3 feet closer.
Yeah, and you got out of the trap.
Take it.
Your ball on green.
I'll make my par putt and be happy.
All right. You going for it? Sure.
Oh, yeah.
62 again.
A 13, he made it. I parred it from that thing.
Yeah, that's good. All right, so you got a sand save there. I'm going for 5 feet. Oh, my God. Ugh. Of all the times for that to come
up. That would have been 3 birdies in a row, but take the par.
Just don't roll it again. 34, that's not a great number on her card. 27, that'll be. All right, so we both parred. Yours was exciting. Mine was painful. All right. Okay, hole number 9. Oh, and I got to make the adjustment here. So this is, let's see, this is pin number 4. It's going to be 425. That's under the cutoff, so minus 30. 45, that's going to be no wind. Okay, I'm still up here. 215 and 30, 245. Let's take a look at the hole. Pin location here. We got some out of bounds back here. We got wind bushes right here.
Mm.
Yeah. So, and over here. Those are wind bushes. So I'm going to hit, and of course these bunkers here that are through the dog leg. I'm going to hit a 4-wood right down the middle. 21, the 14, not a great roll here. So 220, right 25. Well, I'm just in deep rough. And the good news is, according to the hole notes, you're not blocked by wind bushes. So we don't have to worry about all that and dog legs and stuff like you would with trees. All right, so deep rough. All right, well, this looks like a bogey hole for me because I can't get to the green. Your shot.
Aim left 5 and hit a 4-wood.
She has a better card than off the tee than when I'm rolling for her.
It's a 4-wood.
Oh, sorry, 4-wood. Yep, 14.
A 26.
So you're going to be with me. 210, right 25.
Whew. Just missed the wind bush.
Yeah. Okay. So we know that that's in the deep rough. So you're right there and I'm right there. So we're maybe both gonna bogey this hole. Let's see. You're up.
Aim left 10, pitching wedge.
So yeah, so we have to do this as a layup. That's again because he's technically short-sighted, but he's hitting across the center line, so it's okay. 63.
A 19. Wow. Blowing up.
So 305 left 25. You're going to be going from deep rough to deep rough here. So you got to be right there. Sometimes that happens with this course.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm just going to hit regular old pitching wedge here and see what happens. 61 is a 4. And I lost some yardage too and went right. So 320, left 5, 10 roll. That'll be fairway.
Yeah, you're good, and you're good sighted. Good angle at it.
330, left 5, fairway. All right. And you're up. 125.
Knockdown pitching wedge.
Can't knock down.
Okay, that's right. It's going to roll. I don't think that spins back. It might just stay at 120. So, okay, gap wedge sounds good.
14 again. Ooh.
15.
So 430, left 15, and we may have this business up here. 430, left 15.
It hits in the deep rough, so I don't know if it'll apply.
Let's see, what's that note say? Yeah, I'm okay to not have it apply. If you're in deep rough, you're not rolling anywhere.
Yeah, I think the deep rough probably supersedes it because it hits and stops.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so we'll just leave you there in the deep rough. Okay. Now, I do have a good angle, but greens are so small. I'm just going to aim for the center line here. 95. Do I want to back it up a little bit? I want to be on the green no matter what. So I'm going to put it at 420. That's a 90-yard call distance. 62 is a 3. Once again, I would have been better off just going for it, but that's all right. So I put it right where I was targeting. So I was targeting there, and that's where I ended up. So I'm one diagonal away. That's fine. 13 feet. And you're 20, so there's nothing for you to do. 24.
4.
And so you're going to be 10 feet. And now read all putts one line below the actual number. So that penalizes us a little bit. So we have to add a PRN to each putt. So I've clicked that little right arrow to make that a +1. And I'm away at 13. I'm going for it. And not a good roll, 27. So I missed by 3 feet. You're at 10.
Go.
46. That's not a good roll.
26.
So you missed it by 3 feet. Now you're up. And
Yep.
It's all putts. 56.
24.
That's in. 52 is 21. That'll be in. All right. So a double and a regular old bogey there. All right. So
Wow.
we finished the first 9 close to par. I mean, I'm at par here, 1 over. Rough finish there. All right. You want to keep playing or?
Yeah. I'm good to keep going if you are.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Having
We
lots of
should
fun.
be able to finish this before 9:30.
Yeah, I think so. If I shut up, right? I mean, that's the key.
Oh, this is good. This is fun. It's good for people that are watching it tonight or a replay. Pick up a few notes on how we play.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, with the holidays coming up, people are going to buy new courses and stuff like that. So that, this will be a good chance for people to evaluate Ayrshire. Okay, so this is a par 4. Let's see whether I get. This is 440. The rule is 440 or greater is -40. Okay. 10. Back 9, as with most courses, in my opinion, is tougher then the front 9. 52, headwind, let's see, nothing, yeah, it wasn't high enough. All right, I have a bounce back. I'm gonna take it on this hole. Because this is a long hole if you end up in the deep rough. So that means I can't do much other than just take it. Tee shots landing in the fairway, add 5 yards to the roll. All right. And I've got an average so 10 yards. I think I'm going to get enough distance here that I'm not going to end up in the deep rough if I use a 4. Let's see, if I use a driver, 240, 280, 280. That was 280. A driver will actually work here for me, I think. I think it'll work because we got 5 extra fairway roll. It's going to be close. 4 wood would be the safe shot, but I'm not going to do that. All right, I'm gonna do this. We do have a little bit of a dog leg here. Let's see, normal dog leg. I will not reduce it by 5. I will do no change. I don't know. I may end up not being able to. All right, let's just do it. I need to shut up. All right, just do it. Okay. So 280 left 15. Okay, that's all right. And then I get a bunch of rolls. So 280 left 15 is right there. And then I get 40 roll because I get that extra 5 yards roll for landing in the fairway. Let's see what happens here. The 40 roll. It's going to put me at 315 left 5, and that works out just fine. Because that's going to put me right there. Dog leg. Push me a little bit right. You okay with that?
Yeah.
All right. Fairway. And I need to use up my bounce back. There we go. Okay. And you do have a bounce back as well.
Yeah, I'm going to channel my John Thompson and keep it in my hip pocket.
Okay.
And aim left 5 and hit my driver.
Right. And just to let people know, if I had reduced it by 5, the lateral move, in other words, if I'd taken my bonus, I think I would have ended up on the center line here and would have had a good angle for my next shot. But I did what I did. Okay, so left 5 driver. Here you go. 23. Ooh.
16.
Not being kind to you with these rolls here. So you'll be okay though. You went right. 245, right 20, and so you're going to hit in the fairway. So you're going to get 40 roll if you get all that roll.
Yeah, give me 25 roll.
Is that what it's going to be? You've already looked at it. 270. Right?
270 right 20 in the deep rough.
Yeah. Okay, I agree. All right. So you're going to end up, because of that roll you got right there. Okay. Right. So 175 is your carry objective, but you're stuck with a pitching wedge.
Add 5 yard or deduct 5 from second shots.
Yep.
And hit my pitching wedge right down the middle. See what happens.
I'm glad you're paying attention. Okay. 42.
That's a 4. That's my average. I'll reduce it.
So 385 left 5 with 10 roll. Why did it go in there? So 395 left 5. That's in the fairway. And there's your ball. Right there.
Okay.
All right. 130 pitching wedge. 140 knockdown. I'm going to do a 9-iron knockdown. I want to make sure I'm on the green. 54 again. Oh, man, that's 3 of them. 15. 430, right 15. Shots landing in fairway, right of green. Roll 5 yards right before taking any other roll. But I'm not going to be right of green. I'm going to be short of green. 430, right 15. Plus 10.
It's not even in the rough. I mean, in the fairway, it's in the rough or intermediate.
Okay, yeah. And then I roll 10. So I roll to that spot right there.
Yep.
So I'm in the fairway now. And again, I could putt from there, but I know better than to do that. So, all right. So 440 fairway, and I'll be 20 out. Okay, you're up. 45 is your call distance. You have you're short-sighted. So currently you're targeting that spot right there.
That sounds good to me.
Okay.
Let's get a little.
12.
14.
Oh, man.
Let's see if it stays on the green.
445, right 5. I think so. Right there.
I like that. A long par putt. One diagonal, one straight.
31.
Ugh.
All right, 20. 25. There's a 2. 5 feet for a par. All right, you're up 31.
Safe.
23.
21.
2. 5 feet. 53 is a 16. It's in. 2 feet. 63.
29. Barely made it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You got me by 2.
I take full responsibility for your strategy is great. My rolls are not.
Right. A lot of golf left.
This is but statistically and in my opinion, this is the hardest hole on the course coming up. This is just an unfair hole the way that it's designed. Okay, and this is hole number 11, the railway, and I feel like I've been railroaded by this course or this hole. These are wind bushes. These are wind bushes. These are trees. Right. This is out of bounds. Okay. Now, if you're on that dotted line, and there's only a few places where the dotted line and the grid lines mark up or line up, you're still in bounds. But anything, of course, below that dotted line, you're out of bounds. So this whole, and that's just a road that's going through, I guess. This is all out of bounds. Everything down here. Okay, and thankfully we have no wind. Well, we have a calm day, but if you're playing with type A prevailing winds, that blows you right on this hole as well. And look what the situation is up here around the green and where our pin location is. So it's very difficult to par this hole. Very difficult. It's very difficult to play without getting a penalty stroke. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's load this hole. And it's a par 4, 483 yards. So I'm going to get minus 40 on that. Okay. Hole 11. Hopefully we won't get any wind. 46. We're fine. It says headwind, but there's no wind on a calm day. All right. So 215 plus 240 is 265. That clears the deep rough. I wish I would have birdied that last hole. Boy, there's just like a little area that I can drop this ball in. I'm gonna hit a 4-wood, or you know what I'm gonna do? This is a chicken way out. I'm gonna hit a 2-iron and take advantage of that optional rule if it comes up, and I'm gonna aim left 20.
And add 5 to the roll for both of us.
Okay.
For the tee shot.
Okay. So 200, I'll just add the 5 there before I forget Okay, so 200, 205, 245, much better. Yeah, I'll aim 20 left. Now that's going to leave me with a hellish second shot, even under the best of circumstances. But I don't want to. So a 14, this is going to work out great because that 14 is a 22. But watch what happens.
Average.
You want to convert the PRN to the player's average W. Absolutely do. All right, and that average W is a 3. I want to take some of that left distance off of there. So I go 240, left 20 with 25 roll. I'm going to be right there at 265, left 20, I think.
Well played.
All right. Yep, there we go. That's fairway. We'll record that, and let me just put my ball marker there. And again, if new players are playing, don't know what did he just do? What does average W and all this? He had a terrible shot. It's one of the optional rules that you can play if you want, and Joe and I do. That's in the master game. Okay, now you're going to be up.
It's bounce back time.
All right. So what club?
It's a driver. My average is a 5, and I'll reduce it.
So this goes 265, left 10. And I don't know if you're going to get pushed right by that dog leg. It's a gentle dog leg. Let's see. 30. What's this do? 295, left 10. You're fine. Okay, you're in the fairway.
You're prefacing this hole kind of scared me, made me use my bounce back.
Yeah, well, maybe I should have just kept my mouth shut and let you take your chances. But
and out of bounds is still looming. 10 yards to the right of the pen.
Yeah, the worst is yet to come here. Okay. So the interesting thing is the OB is a stone wall, right? So if you are rolling, you don't roll through that out of bounds wall, but you can fly over it, right? You can carry over it, but you can't roll through it. You just hit the wall and stop if you're rolling.
Nice.
Carry objective is 230 forward. I have a good angle. But I actually want to, let's see, work the ball left. She's a C. Oh, that's not good. And I don't want to end up over there in the wind bushes on the other side. Here's my dilemma. Okay. I have a good angle, but there's no way I'm aiming right. Okay. And I would like to hit over here somewhere maybe. And I don't mind being in the rough. I don't want to be in these wind bushes or in that tree. But in order to do that, because I'll be on the same side of the center line, I have to work the ball. And she's got a C rating, which could result in the ball coming over this way. So, oh man. You know what I mean? I instead of trying to go for the I'm just going to hit another 2-iron. I'm going to be short, but I've got more out of bounds to work with. Here goes. 41. That's not a great number on her card. 14. Went right 25. See, I think I got screwed. Let's see what happens. Yep, I hit the ball out of bounds. Yep. So 10, 25 is right there. So I flew over that wall. So that means I got to re-hit from the same spot and take a penalty stroke. All right, so let's record that.
You weren't kidding about this hole.
Yeah, no, it's a brutal hole, and 41's not a bad number on everybody's card, but it's not a good number on her card. All right, so that was a penalty stroke. Now I've got to replace the ball where it was, which was at 265, left 20. and I'm still in the fairway, and I'm still up. Man. Well, now I'm just going to go for it. 34. Oh my God. Is it 24? I may put another one out. Yeah, it's out. 450, right 35. So another ball over the fence. Oh my God. So let's record it again. Penalty. Place the ball. 265. 20. Fairway. What do I do here? What do I do?
10 cup it. Come on.
I'm just going to hit a 5-iron. 44, and there I get my good roll. There's a 4. So 435, right 5. And roll 10. Probably what I should have done the first time. Okay, that's going to be the fairway. 445, right 5. Fairway. And let me show folks. I'm right here now. Hit there, rolled there. All right. Okay, well, you saw what not to do.
Yeah. Work at left 5 and hit a 5-iron.
$63.
A 19.
Oh, I'm sorry. You got to do. What's the other number? 54.
17.
God.
It's going to be way left, but I'm okay.
Right on the center line. One canceled out the other.
How about that?
So that's the way to do it. 470, 60, 70. That hits on the green, and you're going to get 5 roll. So you're going to end up right there. That's a diagonal and 2 straights.
Lucky.
Well done. Well done.
I thought that was way left.
Yeah, well, they just canceled each other out. All right, I'm still not on the green. All right, so 45. I'll do that. Aim for the center line. 45 is a 4. And 495. So I'm going to be 1 diagonal away. And I'll be putting for a snowman. Wow. Okay, and I'm far. No, you're far. I'm sorry. 43.
Safe.
42.
It's a 23.
4 feet, and then 17, 32, 20. 2 feet. Man, I'm going to take a 9 on this hole. 4, 35.
12.
In. 42. 23. In. Well, my good luck ran out all in one hole. I told you this could happen. One hole could just totally change everything around. And this is the hole.
There's still only 3 back. That's catchable.
All right. Chin up. Hole 12. Okay, this is going to be a par 4. Let's see, 425. Let's see, 435 is minus 30. Yeah, just 2 crummy rolls in a row. Yep. 63. Now we're going to have some wind. Okay, crosswind left. And let's take a look at the hole. All right, here's what we got here, and all these wind bushes. And this is a gentle dog leg. Almost looks like a normal, but it's a gentle. And we're going to add 5 yards to the flight of each tee shot. And then we got some business with putts crossing red lines up here. Go back here. Here's the red line. Didn't see it before. But you want to keep the ball on this side of the red line. Otherwise, there's a slight putting penalty for that. 2 lines lower. All right, and we got a variable crosswind left.
4 wood, right down the middle.
21.
That's a 6.
Wow. 235 right down the middle. Roll 20. 255 on the center line. So that will be right there. All right, nice shot.
Thank you.
And of course, now I'm forced to play more aggressively and all this other stuff. Let's see if I wasn't playing aggressive enough. I'm still going to do a 4 wood. 62 is a 4. And no wind. Okay, 245, right 10, roll 20. So 265, right 10 in the fairway. And there's no real 265 here. There it is. Okay. You're going to be up. Carry objective 180.
Okay, aim right 5. Knock down 5.
54.
17. Could be wind bushes.
No, you went right.
Yeah,
So 425, right 20.
Yeah, should be like with a 15-yard chip shot from the deep rough. Shouldn't be bad.
Yep. Yeah, let me go ahead and mark your ball there.
You can get it within 20 to the pin. It usually helps you out a lot.
Yeah, it's huge because then you don't have to worry about being short side and all that stuff. Okay, 170. 6 iron knockdown. 62 is a 5. Didn't get all of it. I'm going to be short, and I may be on the other side of that red line. So 420 left 5. Now the question is, does that hit the green or does that hit the fairway?
Looking at it. I'll give you the fairway on that one. It looks like it's the intersection is more on the fairway side than the green. So you'll get 10
or at the very most, it's on the line, and I get to choose which, right? So
yeah.
So it roll 10 to that point, but that doesn't really help me because I'm going to still be on the other side of the red line and a diagonal and straight away. But that's okay. Okay. So 29 feet plus that little read 2 lines lower business for me. Okay, and you're 15. 14 again. Well, you get a lot of 14s.
15.
So you're going to be 13 feet away, but you're not going to have to deal with that red line. All right. So for me, I'm far. Let's add 2 there, and I'll play safe. 53 is a 16, which will make it an 18. So I missed it by a foot. And then we get rid of this. You're 13 feet, 15. That's going to be in.
Yeah, that's an 11.
Well done. And then a 35 is a 12. All right. So we're both kind of playing normal at this point. All right. That's hole 12. Hole 13.
Another tough one.
Let's take a look here. All right. Pin location here, Burma. Wind bushes down here, but I don't see any OB on this one, so I'm feeling pretty good. Let's see. All right, so this is gonna play. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna get minus 40 on this. -13. 51. That's not going to be any wind. Headwind. Okay, add 5 yards to the flight of all tee shots. All right, these other notes just all come into play later on. So.
Yep. Let's hit a driver right down the middle.
15.
That's a 4. Might end up all okay.
270, right 15. No,
Oh. Son of a gun.
Right there.
I should have aimed left 5.
All right. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, you're that close to the center line. You get a good roll, but this course fairways are, either in this case it's not as much narrow as it is skewed, right? Where the center line is. Okay, 40, 270. I'm going to hit a driver. Otherwise, I won't make the green in 2. I don't think, and I still might not make it. 44 is a 2. I may roll left too far. So 295 right 15, and that's in the fairway. Maybe all right. 35 roll. It's going to be 330 right on the center line. Wow, that's
smoked it.
Yeah. So that shot landed like here somewhere, but then rolled to 330, but it was in the fairway.
Left 10, please, with the pitching wedge. Aiming, yeah.
I forgot to do that layup. Okay. So a 66.
3. Put it right back on the center line.
Yep, at 395, and that's not far enough for any of that stuff to come into effect. That'll hit fairway, and you roll 10. So you're at 405 on the center line. So you're right there. Okay. So got a good angle. I am going to aim for a change. Aim 5 right. 155. 7-iron knockdown. Do I want to go that aggressively?
Roll your average.
8-iron. No, I'm not going to be that aggressive. I'll hit an 8-iron instead. 43. It's an 11. So 480 left 5. I think I'll still be on the green here. 60, 70, 60, 70, 80 left 5. And then I roll 5. So 1, 2 straights away.
For birdie.
Yeah. All right. 24 feet. And you're up.
Shoot away. 80. Take it.
14 again. Man, I rolled that
15.
Should have that number memorized by now. So 495. So you're going to be long.
Yeah.
You're going to be right there in the intermediate rough or rough, whichever.
Take the intermediate. I'm not going to putt from there.
Okay.
Get up and down for a bogey.
25.
That is a 3.
I'll be 2 feet away. All right, 24. There were no putting notes, were there? I didn't look closely enough.
No.
Oh, okay. It was only if you went long on the green. I didn't even bother to look at that. Short of green and left of green. Okay, none of those things happened. All right, you got to be on the clubs to have the putt. Okay, 24. Oh, I'm going to play it safe with her. Let's have the putting screen up there because I know you like to look at it. Okay. 63, 26, 3
Good thing
feet.
you played safe.
I'm still far, yeah. 52, 21. That's the end for par. 2 feet, 24, 28, right?
28.
Yeah.
No, you cut the lead to 2.
I did get a stroke back. Okay.
Yeah.
Next hole is 14. All right. And speaking of 14, that's what we're coming up on.
Yep.
All right. So, Joe, is there a term? I know an 8, as a snowman, is there a term for a 9?
Not that I know of.
All right. So I've screwed up, okay, in my glib talk here. I've started to enter a hole before I've made the adjustment here to the length. So I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to click cancel there. It's going to give me this message. You sure you want that number? I'm just like, no. All right. Now I'm going to come back over here, and the adjustment up to 199 feet, which this is less than 199 feet, is only 10 yards. So we'll put the 10 in there, and then we'll redo what we're going to do. And we'll put the 14 in there. And now we're good to go. 51, we already know that that's no wind. That's come up a bunch. And I'm going to be up. All right, so only whole note pertains to deep bunkers. This daggone hole is way in the back here. Okay. 175. I'm going to hit a 6-iron knockdown. .63 again. Okay, 16. 155, left 15. I think I get 10 roll from there. I'm in the fairway. Oops, let's get rid of that. Yeah. 165, left 15 in the fairway. You're up. Carry objective 185.
Let's hit a 6-iron.
15.
That's a 3. It could be in the hole.
So 180, left 5, roll 5. Let's go for it. Oh, 5 feet. All right. Well, you are likely going to gain another stroke. All right. I'm up. Good shot.
Thank you.
All right. 20 to pin. 41. It's a number that killed me before. Is a 4. I'm going to be 6 feet to the pin. All right. So I'm out. 55. All right. I made it. That's save par. You're going to be in 5. 35. That'll be in.
That's a 12.
Nice shot. All right. I'd like to see you get to par if possible. That would make me happy. Even if I lose, that would make me happy. So you're 2 over at this point. We're up to hole 15. Crosby. Here's hole 15. We got some out of bounds here to deal with and a couple of deep bunkers. But that's a gentle dog leg. All right, so let's come over here to Ayrshire. Remember to do this. This is a par 4, but it's over 440 yards, so I get a 40-yard break. .52. I still think that that's nothing here. Headwind. Yeah, no wind. But very little wind. And you've got a momentum if you want it.
Yeah, I think I'll use it, Scott, with the driver.
And these notes only apply to things after the tee shot. Okay, so your momentum. is a 5.
Average is a 5, yeah. Reduce.
So you're going to go 260 left 10. Let me record that before I forget. That'll be in the fairway and roll 30. So 290 left 10 fairway. And that looks like that. All right. I'm up. I am going to aim 10 left and hit the driver. 13 is a 4. That's okay. So I'm going to go 275, 5 right, and I am going to skirt that little bunker there and roll 30.
Perfectly placed.
305, right 5 in the fairway. And here's the bunker I just skirted by and ended up right there. All right, so we got some stuff up here, deep bunker stuff as usual, but we've got shots landing in fairway right of the center line beyond the 455-yard mark, which is about where that deep bunker is. Add 10 yards to the roll, okay? And then we got some stuff around putting as well.
Okay, aim right 5 and hit a 3-iron.
You're short-sided. You going for the green?
Yeah, but I'm hitting to the. Can I hit to the opposite side of the center line, or no? I'm aiming to the right side of the center line. Can I do that?
Yeah, why not? I don't see any reason why you can't. Yeah,
I'm laying up on the right side, so I want to hit it to the right side.
Yeah, I mean, technically laying up is in front of the green, but yeah, I get the logic here. So right 5
with a 3-iron.
Okay. So 43. Wow, I probably clobbered it.
31. Smoked it.
Okay, so 515, and the pin's at 505. Okay, and then you're going to get either 10 or 20 roll. So
looks like a 10 roll.
Yeah.
Your so call if that's IR or rough. I don't think it matters.
Yeah, you're more than a square out if you remember all that stuff. So yeah, you're in the intermediate rough there. We'll just put your ball there.
Be a good time for you to hit it on the hole right here.
Love your optimism. Okay. 200. Do I want to aim left 5, maybe? Four iron, 180. I gotta hit a 3-iron. I may go long here, but let's see what happens. Jeez. Ah! Is John Thompson with us tonight in spirit? 22. I'm getting his rolls. 22. And that 2-iron business only applies for tee shots. Okay, 490 right 30. Hopefully, I'm not out of bounds, but man, what a lousy shot. 490 right 30. And that's going to be.
You almost caught the tee box. You'd have got a little bit of a roll if you did.
Yeah, wouldn't that be funny? Okay, I'm just in deep rough over there. Holy cow, what a terrible shot. Okay, I'm still up. I'm going to hit from the south. Am I going to go for the pin? Why not? Let's go for the pin. 40. 62. There's a 3. That might be all right. So I put it right on the pin. Let's see what happens. I need to chip another one in. No, 5 feet. That's all right. I can say par on this. And you're still off the green here. So you're at 20. 16.
That is a 5.
Really? Holy cow. That's why he's an all-time great. 5 feet. All right, you're away at 5. 14 again, but that's a good number.
There's a putting note on there. All first putts read the result one line above. So subtract
so it
one
makes it
from the
easier.
PRN.
All right. Well, we can do that. You'd be in either way.
Yeah, a 14 is the number.
Yeah. Oh, I got to be on the clubs tab here. I don't have to be on the putter, but I have to be on the clubs tab. All right, that's it. All right. I'll putt. Now I get a 14. Okay.
All right. Couple pars there.
Yeah. Okay.
3 holes to go. And I've got you by 3. Need something magical to happen. Par 5. Let's see you eagle it.
Oh, I did it again. All right. So let's get rid of this. All right. Par 5. So this is minus 50. Now we'll try it. This is 16. I knew I'd forget to do that because when I'm playing on my own, I forget to do it. All right, so this is headwind. Still not big enough number. And you're up.
4 wood down the middle.
We got more water here, and we got out of bounds over here.
Yeah, it's highly unlikely I'd hit. There's a couple rolls that'll put me in the water, so I'm gonna hit it short of it with a 4 wood.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
12.
23.
That might have been one of them. Let's see. 225 left 35. So we know that's going to be in the deep rough. All right. 225 left 35. So that's 30. There we go. Right there. All right. I should be okay, I think, with a 4 wood. I don't think she has some 31s. I'm not sure what that number looks like. Maybe I should hit a 2-iron. I'll hit a 2-iron just to be safe. 62, I'd have been fine. 4. Okay. She has a bunch of 31s on her card. That's what I was worried about. 245, right 5, roll 25. So that's going to be 270, right 5 in the fairway. That'll be right there. All right. You're up.
I'm at 225, so that's 5, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. 135, that wind bush. All right. I don't think I just hit it right down the middle, pitching wedge. Hope it doesn't go far left. I'll be in that wind bush if it does.
63.
A 19.
19.
Oh, boy.
So the very light didn't affect you at all, but this went 330, left 15. You'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm safe.
Yeah, and then you get 10 roll. So you're at 340, left 15 in the fairway. Right there. All right, I can't reach the green. I'll just grip it and rip it. 45, 4. So 480, right 10. That puts me in deep rough, I think. Yeah. Eventually I get in deep rough. I roll 5. Yeah, I roll 5 of my 20. So 485, right 10, deep rough. So the ball landed here and then roll to there, which is fine.
Okay. A long shot in there. Let's see what I got.
Oh, I already recorded it. Okay, never mind. So your carry objective is 225.
Man, that's a rough one. Look at that big gap.
From 185 to 190. Is that what you're looking at? Oh,
yeah.
No, 200 to 225.
Just hit the 3-iron. It's going to be right around those deep bunkers. If I got to hit my average would be nice. 3-iron.
12.
23.
535 left 30. Oh, hopefully you're not out of bounds.
No, I'm good. Flirted with it though.
Yeah, and you could have hit the tree and then bounced out of bounds if we.
That might have been the first tree I saw in this course. Just
Yeah, there's been a few. They're just mostly wind bushes. I played this course a bunch of times before I realized that these were not trees, that these were actually wind bushes. Because what this looks like are called trees on other courses.
That's right.
Pretty much. Okay, so you're in the deep rough. All right, so I have a good angle, 80, but I'm gonna go for the center line here. 43 to 4, and it goes right, of course. 555, right 5, so I should be 1 diagonal and straight. 30 feet. You're 30 away, hitting from the west.
I'll hit from the south. Okay.
Anything else?
No.
All right, so you're targeting the center line. 35. 26, you may chip it in.
12.
Hole plus die roll. 4 feet.
Not bad for being in the rough twice.
Beautiful.
Par this hole.
Yeah, you'll save par.
Deep rough.
Presumably. Okay, I'm out at 30. Play safe. 24 to 28. So these clutch points are not going to make any difference. 4 feet away. You're up 4 feet. 54. You may miss it.
I missed it. 34.
Yeah. Missed by 3, but now I'm up. 46 is a 26. Not a great number. It's in. You're up again. 61.
A 15. You just shaved another shot. You're working your way back into this match. Look at this. It's a 2-shot lead with 2 to go. Anything can happen.
In a somewhat perverse way, yeah.
You birdie this hole, it's going to be a fun 18th hole.
Yeah. Well, and the 18th is an uncomplicated hole, but not so much for hole number 17, as you're about to see. Okay, here's hole 17. And we got all kinds of lines here. And basically what these lines say is that if you hit on the line or to the right of this line or to the left of that line, you basically just roll into the whatever is that way and until you're off the fairway, right? I think. Or maybe you roll all the way to the deep rough. I can't remember. Or you roll into a deep bunker. But you roll that way versus that way. Okay. And here's our lousy pin location over here. All right. So I'm going to be up here. This is hole 17. You're 3 over. I'm 5 over. And let's see here. Ayrshire. This is going to be a 20-yard difference for me. 17. 61, we got some wind here. We got a headwind. Okay. So we lose 5, but it's known. The amount's known. And Okay, roll 10 yards and stop. That's what it was. Roll right 10 yards and stop, or roll left 10 yards and stop. Okay.
You did your distance adjustment on the hole, right? I missed that.
I did. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, 20 yards. Okay. So 205 is my carry objective. So that would be a 3-iron. And I'll just hit it. I mean, 66. Well, I may be long here. A 1. So 225, and it went left even. 225, left 5. So that's going to be 10. I'm going to hit the green. So let's see what happens here. 225, left 5. 10, 25. So I'm going to roll back here. And I don't think there's any funny business for rolling long. Let me look. No, it's just the right or left business. Okay, so I'll be in the fairway, but off the green. Okay, you're up.
Oh, man. 25 short. Well, I got to hit a 5-wood and hope I roll a bigger number than my average. Let's see what it does.
55.
It's a 4. It's hit it a little further than my average. A little past it with you. The other side.
225, right 10.
Both on the back side of the green.
And then you roll 10, I think. Yeah, so you're back there. Yeah, so we're both back here. Yeah, for whatever reason, I didn't think to put the ball markers there. But the game caddy knows where we are, so that's all that matters. 235, right 10. Okay, that's going to be fairway. All right, and I'm far at 20 to the pin. 45 is a 4. So I'm at 6 feet. And let's see. You're at 15. 32.
13.
And you're going to be at 8 feet.
Okay.
All right. No putting business here. So 8, you're going for it.
Yeah.
24. Uh-oh.
28. I missed it.
Now I have to make this in order to get that one stroke. Let's see.
Yeah.
35. I think that's in.
That's a good roll. I might miss this putt.
3 feet. 24 again, but that's in.
28.
That's in.
I'm up 1 with the last. You have done such a good job. After that 9, you are back in this match, only 1 shot back.
Well, I don't know how good I've done other than play par, but and I played par most of these holes. Wow. Just that one, dang on 2 shots.
That one hole. Otherwise, you're shooting them.
It wasn't like I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I just, took a little bit of a chance both times and got burned. And then you learn from it. I mean, kudos to you for paying attention, and then because you went with a 5-iron, which was the safe play. Although I can't remember what your dice rolls were and whether that would have made a difference, but why put yourself in that position? Okay, here's hole 18. We do have this out of bounds if you go long on this hole, and we got something over here, but this rarely comes into play. But this could over here, and it looks like we even have bleachers, but there's no hole note referencing bleachers here, and there's no hole note referencing a wall here or anything like that. So before we get there, how do you want to play this? If you roll, you hit the wall and stop, or is there no wall here? It's just an out of bounds, and this is a stadium.
I don't think there's a wall there. Yeah, no.
I guess I'm thinking a stadium, like a stadium seating wall is what I was thinking of, not a stone wall.
I would say no wall.
No wall. Okay, so you can fly over or you can roll over it. Is that what you're saying?
Behind the green, there's usually, like you said, like something between the fans and so I don't.
Yeah.
I think it stops
Right.
to the
So,
right.
so let's say it
So the
stops if
behind
it's in the gray area, but well, it wouldn't roll up here because it's deep rough. But
yeah.
there perhaps is the possibility that this one spot where it could roll out of bounds right
Yeah,
there.
let's play it that way.
Okay. All right. And
Put some pressure on me and put it in the fairway.
It's silly we have to have these discussions, but if we don't, and then it comes up, and then
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and we're not playing clutch, putts and all that other business. We decided that early on. Okay, so I'm going to be up here. Ayrshire, this is a par 4. It's 464, so this is going to be a 40-yard advantage. 18. No wind. Okay. And no other hole notes. Okay. 240, 280. Oh, I mean, I've got to take a little bit of a chance here, don't I, driver?
I think
51.
So.
That's a 3. I'll take my average on that. So this is going to go 280 left 10, and I should be able to roll forever. 35 yards. So 315 left 10 in the fairway. Right there. Greg's end. Greg. Okay, and you're up.
Aim left 5 and hit the driver.
$13.
A 6. I'll take it.
All right, 255 right 10, and that'll hit fairway, and you'll get 30 roll. So you'll be in the fairway. 285 right 10. So really the worst of it is over for you. You cleared that shot. 285 right 10.
Just can't hit it long past the green.
285 right 10. Yeah, I guess it might come down to putting. That could happen. Although I think you've got the better putter. All right. So you're gonna be up. I'm sorry. 185.
6 iron right at it. That's good.
63 on 11. No, 19.
19.
All right. There's that number.
Wait,
450 right 15. See what happens with that.
Splish splash.
You're in the sand there.
No sand points left. There you go. Here's your opportunity. You got an open window.
All right. Sand trap. Now you're not able to use more than a 5 iron here. I'm just telling you. Okay, and you're going to be 20 to the pin. All right.
You get a birdie, you could win this hole. You could win the match.
Yeah, I've got to play aggressively, right? I mean, why not? Because we have so much riding on this. All right, so let's see. And I have a good angle too, don't I? So 5 right, 7 iron, knockdown.
You roll your averager in the hole.
15 is a 3.
You're on the hole.
Yep. I'll reduce it.
How about a walk-off eagle?
All right, it's 470 right 5. Let's go. 6 feet.
Nice shot.
All right.
Wow. I got to get up and down just to tie you.
All right. So you have actually a
man.
4 lie. So it's added 5 feet to whatever, unless you chip it in, of course.
Okay.
So 20, 53.
4.
All right. So that's going to leave you 13. And that added distance was already done for you by the game.
For par.
So you're 13 feet. And you're out here 13 feet for a par.
Got to go because you're birdieing it.
Well, maybe 6 feet is still a lot of feet. Oh, you're in.
Okay, let's see if you can tie the match with a birdie putt. This is interesting.
Here it goes. 64, 23. Oh, only for a par.
Oh, it's short. Oh, no way.
How
How does that happen?
A
Where's your
crushing.
it all came down to your clutch roll, dice roll before the match started.
Oh, yeah.
That
That's right. That's funny you should say that. You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. So anyway, let's take a look here. I know it's 9:31 or whatever, but let's take a quick look here. So again, I've told you this is a hard course to play. Of course, 5 of my over par strokes came on one hole, but still, it's a hard course to break par on. You beat me with Weiskopf at 4 over. I was 5 over there, and but let's look at some of these things. All right, so you had 64% fairways. I had 71%, which the LPGA golfers tend to hit fairways. I mean, because they generally are pretty straight hitters. They're just usually not very long hitters. Okay, but 44% greens in regulation for you, 39% for me. That's a difference of 1 fairway, right? You had 2 sand saves. Good for you. I was not in the sand at all, so I didn't have any sand saves. Your average driving distance for those 2 holes that we picked, which were 6 and 15, was 303 yards. Mine was just 258. Your longest drive was 315, whereas mine was 290. Longest putt made was early on, that might have been the first hole, 43 feet. Mine was just 12 feet, although I did have a chip in. And then you had 132 feet of putts made, which is huge. I mean, that's just huge. And I had a respectable 74.5, which is maybe even a little under average. But your average driving distance, counting all holes except for the par 3s, was 261. Mine only 240. But here's a key stat right here. I had 28 putts to your 26 putts, and my 28 putts included a chip in, right? But obviously, the penalty strokes were killers on that hole 11, where I put 2 over the wall on my the long approach shots that I had. But anyway, that's Game Caddy version 6.5 beta. Hope to get that out this weekend. The holdup on getting out 6.5 has been Microsoft made some changes to how Excel works, which has caused Excel to have some display problems on some computers, particularly ones that have fast graphic cards, and also on Macs. But hopefully I've got most of that worked out. I know I haven't worked out for all the testers that have given me feedback. There's still a couple testers I haven't heard from. But again, even if they give it a thumbs up, that doesn't mean that it's going to work perfectly for everybody, given every possible configuration that's out there. But I do hope to get that out soon. Let me get you back up on the screen here, Joe. Thank you so much. You looked the part tonight. You played well under difficult conditions. Congratulations to a well-deserved win here at Royal Troon.
That was a fun match. You made it thrilling with the comeback, and it came down to your last 6-foot putt that you just didn't give it enough. But man, that was a
only
fun
hit
match.
it 5 feet 6 inches, which is probably longer than Yani is tall. I don't know that for absolute certain, but that's probably the case. Anyway, thank you, Joe, for playing. Always enjoy doing these live streams, and I'm glad we could get all 18 holes in, even though it ran maybe a little bit longer for some people. Okay, until next time, grip it and rip it.